Hi and welcome to new episodes of EPLAN with Chris. Today I'm going to show you everything you need to know about interruption points. Because interruption points normally ascend from page 1 to page 4 in a row. But if you don't want this, you can define a sequence on your own. Like page 1 to page 3, then back to page 2 and go ahead to the last page 4. And another cool thing I'm going to show you is how you can display the target directly in your interruption point, so everyone knows exactly where to connect the wire on the next page. So if this topic sounds interesting for you, stay tuned because we'll jump right into it. Join the community today, hit the subscribe button and never miss a new video again. So first of all, we start with the normal order of interruption points, because EPLAN has an ascending order of the interruption points. This means if you place an interruption point on each side, EPLAN follows the order first page, second, third and so on till the last page. For example, you go from the first to the second to the third and then to the last page. This is how interruption points works directly from the EPLAN standard. And there is another thing you need to know about the interruption points to avoid mistakes. And to show you what I mean, we go on Insert, under Symbols we find the interruption point, and now you can see I have the interruption point on my cursor and the / is on the right side. This means the text will be displayed on the right side too. This kind of interruption point is used to leave a side or go ahead to the next page. I'll make a click and change the displayed device tag to 1. And then I switch to the second page, and here we need to click 4 times on the tab button on your keyboard to switch to the perfect fitting symbol variant. And now the / is on the left side and the text will also be displayed on the left side. We change the display device tag to 1 so EPLAN can auto connect the 2 interruption points. This symbol is mainly used for incoming interruption points from other pages. If you use the wrong symbol, you will get an error message in the check run. So please try to use the right symbols for your interruption points. And if you don't know how to switch between the interruption points, you can hover with your cursor directly over the interruption point and tap on F on your keyboard, so you can jump right between these two, or you can hold the Control key on your keyboard and then click on the interruption point. And some of you maybe want to display the target connection directly within the interruption point. To make this possible, you need to go to Files, Settings, and the setting we want to set through is a project setting, and you can find it under Project, Cross References and Contact Image within the interruption points. And here we click on Display Target at Chain Cross References and Display Target at Star Cross References. And then we click on OK. And as you can see, EPLAN added the target to our interruption point. So everyone knows you need to connect the wire to the terminal strip XD1 connection 2. And on the other side you can also see the source from which the interruption point is coming. In this case the terminal strip XD1 connection 1. But sometimes you don't want to connect the interruption points in the same order as the pages from the project. So I switch to the next side, and here I show you how you can self-define the sequence with the sorting code. To show what I mean, I open the first interruption point. And here you see the sort code. The default value is 100. The priority of the sort code is the lower the number, the higher is the priority. So that means if you have only 1, it's the highest priority, and if you have 100 or more, it's lower in the priority. So what can we do now to jump from page 1 to page 3, back to page 2 and then to page 4? Exactly, we need to change the sorting code from the interruption points from page 2 to sorting code 101. Therefore, we mark the 2 interruption points, make a right click, go to properties, and here we fill in 101. And to avoid getting stuck or never come to the page 2, we need to change the sorting code on page 4 as well. Here we also type in 101, because otherwise, if we leave 100 on page 4, EPLAN would go from page 1 to page 3, from page 3 to page 4, and page 2 would be no longer connected with the other pages. But we changed the sorting code from page 2 and page 4, and now we can jump from page 1 to page 3, from page 3 to page 2, and from page 2 to page 4. And this was the way in which I showed you how you can manually enter the sorting code. Let's go to the last option. I've created a few more interruption points with the name CDS, and now I'm going to show you how you can self-define the sequence with the interruption point navigator. In this case, we need to go to Connections, Interruption Points and Navigator. And here we find the interruption points with the name CDS. We make a right click and go to Sort Interruption Points. And as you can see, you get this list of all interruption points with the name CDS. And now we need to change the sequence. We take these 2 interruption points, because these are the interruption points on our page 2, and we switch them behind the interruption points 5 and 6, because these are from page 3. And as you can see, EPLAN started shifting the numbers. So we have sort code 100 on page 1, also 100 on page 3, and then EPLAN automatically changed the sort code from page 2 to 101 and did the same thing for page 4. This is exactly the system we used manually on the page before. So if we click on OK, we can try the new sequence. We go from page 1 to page 3, from page 3 to page 2, and from page 2 to page 4. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends. Have fun trying it out, and I'll see you in the next video.